The number of COVID-19 positive cases in the state has now risen to 693. 20 new COVID-19 cases have been reported from across the state. The total number of deaths now stand at 29, while a few individuals have been discharged after recovery, and the total recovery rate stands at 354 people. Two new COVID-19 cases have been reported in Bengaluru city. Patient number 677 and patient number 678, who are both the contacts of patient number 654, have been isolated at a hospital in Bengaluru city. The total tally in the city now stands at 155 positive cases. Of these, 6 individuals have died, while 75 have been discharged after recovery. In some shocking news, a delivery boy working for an e-commerce company tested positive in the city. The 25-year-old man has been identified as patient number 678, who contracted the virus from his father, patient number 654. Health officials are now worried that the infected individual may have spread the virus to the customers. Contact tracing is currently underway. The goof-up committed by a private lab while testing a pregnant woman for COVID-19 resulted in the woman being quarantined after her test results came back positive. The woman, who is expected to deliver her child in the next few days, was shifted to a designated isolation center by the state health officials due to the false report. However, the BBMP officials, who grew suspicious of the lab reports, decided to get a second opinion, and accordingly the pregnant woman was tested again by the designated government lab, where her test results came back negative. The incident is now raising questions about the authenticity of testing being conducted by private laboratories. A police constable who was quarantined after reportedly testing COVID-19 positive got a major relief after it came to light that the lab which tested the cop ended up mixing up the test reports of the policeman with that of another COVID-19 positive individual. According to sources, the confusion occurred as both the police constable and the individual who tested positive for the virus shared the same name. The test results of 21 policemen attached to the Begur police station and their family members have come back negative. The police personnel and their family members were tested for COVID-19 and quarantined after reportedly coming in contact with their colleague, who was reported to be infected. Interestingly, the test results of the said policemen were mixed up, resulting in a false alarm, and now in a major relief, the cops and their family members have all tested negative for the virus. However, the individuals have now been placed under quarantine at a hotel as a precautionary measure. B.S. Yediyurappa addressed the media over the effects of nationwide lockdown and announced a special economic package of 1,610 crore rupees to help the people affected by the nationwide lockdown.
ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖರ ಜೊತೆ ಸಮಾಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗತಿಗಳು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಸುಮಾರು 1,610 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿನ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಬದಿಗೊತ್ತಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆದ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೆಲವು ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು.
Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa further announced a monetary aid of 5,000 rupees for barbers and washermen across the state. He said that 60,000 washermen and 2 lakh barbers will be benefited by the compensation. He also added that he will shortly announce a special compensation package to help fruit and vegetable farmers.
COVID-19 not only affected farmers but also affected the service professionals such as barbers and washermen, both in urban area and rural areas. Government has decided to provide one-time compensation of 5,000 each to benefit about 6,000 washermen and about 2,30,000 barbers. Auto rickshaw and taxi drivers have lost their income due to lockdown. It is decided to help about 7,75,000 auto and taxi drivers.
B.S. Yediyurappa also announced the excise duty hike on liquor. He said that 17% excise duty has been hiked, including the 6% hike on liquor that was announced during the budget. Furthermore, the revised excise duty on various types of liquor will come into effect from Thursday.
Already we have increased the excise duty ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬಕಾರಿ ಸುಂಕವನ್ನು 11% ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ ಬಡ್ಜೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸುಂಕವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ಇದು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಸಹ ನಾಳೆ ನಾಡರಿಂದ ಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಯ ಬೇಕು, ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
Karnataka registered a whopping 216 crore rupees in liquor sales on the third day since the government permitted the sale of liquor. The liquor stores across the state sold a massive 7 lakh litres of beer and close to 30 lakh litres of Indian-made liquor. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa also came to the aid of auto rickshaw drivers and cabbies. Chief Minister announced a one-time monetary aid of 5,000 rupees as part of a special package to help the auto and cab drivers cope with loss of livelihood due to the lockdown.
ಆಟೋ ರಿಕ್ಷಾಗೂ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಚಾಲಕರು ತಮ್ಮ ದೈನಂದಿನ ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಲಾಗದೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಒನ್ ಟೈಮ್ 5,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿನ ಪರಿಹಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ತೀರ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
Several auto drivers were elated over the Chief Minister's decision to compensate them for their losses. A few auto drivers even shared their happiness.
ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಕಷ್ಟ ಸುಖ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಲಿ ನಮ್ದು 2 ತಿಂಗಳಾಯಿತು, 1.5 ತಿಂಗಳು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
KPCC President D.K. Shivkumar thanked the state government for announcing a relief package for labourers. D.K. Shivkumar also requested the Chief Minister to call for a special budget session.
ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳೇ, ತಾವು ಶ್ರಮಿಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ತಮಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಮನವಿ ಏನಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ತಾವು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅಧಿವೇಶನವನ್ನು ಕರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒತ್ತಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬಜೆಟನ್ನು ಮರುಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಗದ ಜನರನ್ನು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವೃತ್ತಿಪರರಿಗೆ, ಯಾರು ವೃತ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರೈತರಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಚಾಲಕರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಗದ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದಂಥ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
Revenue Minister R. Ashoka said that the shooting of TV serials in the state can resume from May 18th. He added that the Karnataka Television Association has agreed to the same. Members of the hotel and restaurant associations from across the city met Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa at his home office Krishna on Kumarakripa Road. The meeting was in the backdrop of the state government granting permission to liquor stores to open. It has been reported that the hoteliers requested the Chief Minister to grant permission for the hotels and eateries to resume dine-in facilities. Deputy Chief Minister Dr. C.N. Ashwath Narayan, who was subjected to home quarantine after coming in contact with an infected individual, has completed his mandatory home quarantine period. The Deputy Chief Minister, who tested positive for the virus, took to Twitter and said that he was eager to join the fight against the pandemic. Police have heightened security in Shivajinagar following a COVID-19 case being reported from the area. A housekeeping employee working at a hotel in the area had tested positive for COVID-19. The authorities have now sealed the area where the infected individual was residing. Roads and lanes leading to the patient's area have been blocked. A large number of migrant workers from Bihar and Odisha thronged the Bengaluru International Exhibition Centre in Madhavara. Migrant workers demanded the authorities to send them back to their respective states. Several workers had reportedly reached the centre after traversing a distance of close to 50 kilometers on foot. The state administration is geared up for the screening and quarantining of these stranded Indians returning from overseas. The first batch of evacuated Indians from the United Kingdom is due to arrive in the city on May 8. All preparations have been undertaken to screen the individuals and categorize them into various groups based on screening. The returnees will then be escorted to special BMTC and KSRTC buses to 356 quarantine centres identified for the purpose. The individuals will be quarantined for 14 days. KSRTC, which has been ferrying migrant workers back to their hometowns for free, will stop its services from Thursday. The KSRTC has already ferried around 83,800 migrants across the state. With KSRTC all set to stop its services for migrant labourers, many migrant labourers thronged the Kempegowda bus stand to board buses to their destinations. Over 83,000 migrant labourers have used these buses to reach their hometowns since May 2nd. Food and Civil Supplies Minister K. Gopalaya visited Majestic, where migrant labourers have been taking KSRTC buses to reach their hometowns. Gopalaya distributed water and food parcels to the migrant labourers. A security guard was allegedly dismissed from her job for refusing to work at the COVID ward in KC General Hospital near Malleshwaram. The victim, Sridevi, who worked as a security guard at the KC General Hospital, said the meager pay combined with no insurance or other benefits compelled her to refuse to work, and as a result, the woman, who is also a widow, was allegedly sent home. Thanks to the relaxation of the nationwide lockdown, traffic signals were reported in various parts of the city, including Goraguntepalya, Sunkadakatte and Yeshwatpur. Tipplers continue to throng liquor shops in Bengaluru on the third day after the government permitted the sale of alcohol. A long queue was witnessed outside a liquor shop in Mariyappanapalya. People started queuing up outside liquor shop early in the morning. Sandalwood actor Dunia Vijay appealed to the state government to reopen gyms as the lockdown had been relaxed across the nation. The actor appealed to the state government to provide permission to reopen gyms in the green zones. Police shot at murder suspects near Hesarghatta after one of the suspects attacked a police constable while being apprehended. Head Constable Hanume Gowda sustained injuries after the rowdy sheeter attacked him. Both of them have been admitted to the hospital. The suspect has been identified as Prabhu, a rowdy sheeter who had stabbed another rowdy sheeter named Kiran Singh after a drunken brawl. Police arrested a man in connection with the murder case. The suspect has been identified as Girish, who had allegedly murdered his acquaintance Purushottam after getting into a scuffle with him over a trivial matter. Further investigation is currently underway in the case. Deputy Chief Minister Lakshman Sawdi felicitated healthcare workers at the Majestic bus stand for screening the migrant workers and the bus staff that helped evacuate them. Lakshman Sawdi participated in a special program organized to felicitate the healthcare workers. He presented each worker with a rose and thanked them for their service. The healthcare team had been involved in the screening of the migrant workers before they were sent back to their hometowns in North Karnataka.
ತಂಡ 4 ದಿನಗಳ ಪರ್ಯಂತ ಸತತವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಶ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ಸುಮಾರು 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜನರನ್ನು ಅವರ ಭಾಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಾರಿಗೆ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಆ ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕೆಲಸ.
A doctor hailing from Bengaluru received a drive of honor from her neighbors and Americans at her home in New Jersey. Dr. Yasmin Sultana, who works in the infectious diseases ward at the St. Joseph's Hospital in New Jersey, hailed from Banashankari in Bengaluru. Dr. Sultana received the drive of honor for her selfless service in treating the infected patients at the hospital.